Hey guys. Turn my G meter off. Love that thing. There we go. I've been getting pretty accustomed to this heads-up display nonsense, and reading the amount of lateral G's this car will do quite comfortably without any issues of it breaking loose. And I don't know what it'll actually do, but seeing 0.7 G and 0.8 G, you're just cranking it into some corners and it just flies. It's pretty awesome. It's really moving you in the car. So today I want to talk about something that I've had an interesting experience and a growth with, I guess. Does the Camaro feel fast? I've driven two different engine packages. I've driven the 3.6 liter V6, which had the A8 auto, and I have driven two different LT1 V8s, both with the A8 auto. And does the car feel fast? The car is fast, but it doesn't feel fast. At least to me, it doesn't feel fast. I mean, it presses you in your seat a bit, not like anything absolutely ridiculous. The only reason it feels less substantial than it is because I have driven a Tesla, and when you've driven a Tesla P85D or anything faster, it's like nothing ever feels the same again. So getting this car, it's like, I don't know, like you crank into it and you're watching the numbers climb rapidly, and you're going extremely fast, and the car handles and performs. But to me, speed is a combination of senses that's triggered in your mind and in your body, and just makes you feel like you're going fast. One of which is the exhaust, and this car does a really good job of masking a lot of that noise. It's not really loud inside the car. It's really loud outside the car, so everybody around you knows you're doing something special. But you inside the car, I mean, you hear it, and you hear the pops and the cracks and that, but it's not loud, it's not uncomfortable. You can have a conversation while doing so. Whereas vehicles of the past, and I'm assuming the old Camaro was in that category, the 5th gen, leaning into corners, I mean, as much as it's great that the magnetic ride does its job and it doesn't lean into corners, you don't feel like you're going that fast. It takes all of the outer body experiences and just sucks it right out. When you accelerate, the car doesn't squat. When you brake, it doesn't dive. Like, all of the little things that make you feel like you're going really fast and make it scary, because when you're going to hit the brakes and you know the car's going to dive and you know it's not going to stop that well, it puts this element of fear and danger and death into your driving experience. And this car doesn't have a lot of that. It just does really well. It just is fast. The numbers are insane. Going up a hill here, it pushes me back in the seat a bit. Boom. I'm doing double the speed limit just instantly. And there's nothing else to it. The car doesn't handle any different or do anything different. So I don't personally feel like this car feels fast. Not like the old cars did anyways. I guess it's just the personality that comes along with the cars when they're going fast. And you see a lot of people drive the old race cars without traction control and all of these different things, and they're just an absolute handful. You can't drive it fast without being really, really good at driving. Whereas these cars, you don't have to be really, really good at driving to go really fast and look like a pro race car driver, which is pretty insane. Oh, buddy. Come on, bud. You don't have to back out so slow. I have a few choice words for him, but I am going to save it because the camera's rolling, and I do not want you to think I'm not a gentleman. Because I can be a gentleman if I wanted to be. Starting with, I should probably buy a new jacket, because this thing is tight. So, I don't know, I guess I see a lot of reviews, and you know, you see all these people, and I'm going to point one out here, Engineering Explained. He drove this Camaro SS through a tunnel and, you know, revved it up, you know, for science, and goes on and on and on about how fast the car is and how good the car is and all this, that, and the other. But then he goes out and buys a Honda S2000. And I couldn't for the life of me figure this out in my brain. It's like he's a pretty successful YouTuber. I don't know. I have no idea what he does, if he has a job beyond that or what. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I'm assuming he could afford a pretty substantial car like this if he wanted one. And then he goes out and buys a Honda S2000. And the only way I could ration it in my brain is that this car is so good at what it does that it doesn't give you the same sense of danger, and it makes you careless with your driving and all that, whereas you buy an old car, fast for its day I suppose, but doesn't have all this tech, it feels a lot faster than you're going. And I ride a Harley, so I have a little bit different appreciation for the speed. You're doing 60 miles an hour and you feel like you're really, really moving. You're doing 75 miles an hour and it feels like you're doing, you know, 100 miles an hour, because the wind pressures and everything just becomes that much greater. Whereas when you're in these cars, nothing changes. You're just now going fast. It handles bumps the same, it corners the same, it stops the same, the sound system's the same. Like, nothing about the car actually changes. So it gives you like a false sense of security, and it doesn't give you the thrill, I guess, to the same extent of going fast. And then you just want to go faster. Then you need to be seeing, you know, 150 miles an hour. It's like, you know, I've done 80 miles an hour and it didn't feel like much. So now if I do 150 miles an hour, it's really going to feel like a lot. I don't understand what people are doing. That guy waited there forever. Maybe you just want to see the car. So I want to know what you guys think down below. I know a lot of you have commented saying that you own very fast cars, or you own a Camaro, or you're shopping for a Camaro, or you're a fan of the Camaro. What do you guys think? Did you own a 5th gen, and did it feel faster than you were actually going and give you more of like an adrenaline rush? I know I haven't done any substantial speed in this car yet, but everything I have done, it's so effortless. It doesn't scare me, I guess. Which is good and bad, because then you're just going that much faster. When you crash, it just crashes that much harder. Not that I'm planning on crashing. I don't know, I feel like you kind of have to take these cars to the track, and you're always just a daily driver doing the 9 to 5 commute. So, I don't know. It's been really, really good, and the car is that good, but I guess it's somewhat disappointing to not feel like you're doing something special when you're really just driving around like normal. And the car is just so poised, so accurate, so attentive, so relaxed all the time, which is scary. And the transmission, this automatic transmission, it's like having somebody sitting inside the car reading your mind, going, he's going to want to do this, and it's just waiting all the time, just always waiting for you. Now, I want to rev match to downshift like I would in a manual, because that's just what I want to do. I want to get that exhaust noise, but I'm in an automatic, so you just come to a stop. No, you just click a few paddles, it goes down, I come to a stop, it goes back into drive mode. So it makes me feel like I'm going fast because I come in, you know, downshifting, but I'm not doing anything special. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I am curious how you guys feel about it. Fuck it. Holy mother. That was good. But it still didn't feel fast. It was just really fast. Then it enters performance shift mode. If this car didn't have certain styling cues, like the flat bottom steering wheel, a mode that says track mode, and a few different things, it really wouldn't feel like a sports car to me at all. But because it does, because I get in and see a flat bottom steering wheel, and so few cars have that, and I realize it's becoming more common, but still so few cars have it, that makes it feel special, and that makes it feel like I'm doing something more than I am. So maybe that's the intended purpose of some of these things, to reward you in different ways where they've, you know, subtracted in other areas. And I know it sounds weird to be sitting there telling you that the car doesn't feel fast because it's so good, it just handles and does well, but it is. And I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll keep you guys updated on what I find out. Ooh, exhaust note is fantastic. Anyways, guys, take care and have a good day.